Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's yo, Shauna. Let's get into this. Verses. It's a war. It's a war going on right now. It's a battle. It's a fight. It's a fight going on right now. Which side are you on? Which side are you on? There's a war going on right now. People, family, what's happening? Today, I have been urged to tell you guys about the different complexities of the spiritual battle right now that we're fighting. And one major component of that is you. We kind of went into this a few weeks ago. And we essentially just missed a whole bunch of points that I wanted to bring up. But I'm being now instructed to bring it up. When you think about all these sacred texts and these religious books, excuse the background noise. When you think about these religious books, and I actually said this to someone who was God body yesterday, look forward for us extending this conversation and moving around. Look forward to that because that's coming. But you have been given this notion that your life was pre-written, but in the same context, right? You've also been told that you have free will. Major contradiction, but I'm not gonna get into that because that's not exactly what this is about. It's more so about me saying, do you believe that there's more than the books, something beyond the books? There has to be. Because what had been going on before that? You know, when that was a question that one of the brothers raised yesterday. He's God body, so of course I picked his brain, you know. I picked his brain and he was, giving me a bunch of numbers and answering things that I hadn't asked, dancing around. And this goes back to the unknown. Having these questions that's still lingering and can't really be answered because we're not the creator and we don't think like the creator and we have no idea the many pieces of the puzzle that we haven't even came to understand, let alone see. So yeah, it's a war going on. It's a battle going on. It's a fight going on. And you have to really know which side you're on right now. What side are you on, for this battle? And another function of that is, I don't know if you guys remember, I don't even remember which segment it was, but it was pretty much just me saying, hi. It was pretty much me saying, we have a higher self and a lower self. And with those two pathways that we can take with our spirit, those spiritual journeys, there's a battle between those two walks, right? And these are you fighting and aiming and working and thriving and intentionally building towards the intentions of the Most High for your higher self, or you settling and being lazy and being fearful and being complacent and comfortable and allowing yourself to be stagnant and boxed in and held back with the desires of your lower self. Which this is all the plan of the Most High. I feel we give the devil and the lower entities so much credit, too much credit. God is right in everything, right? He's allowing everything. So that means even when the lower selves get the best of you, that's him allowing that as well. Of course, you have to find your place and your strength in this thing. But I'm saying, really just the things outside of you that you have no control over. The things that you have absolutely no foresight into. The things that you have no clue about. That you somehow find yourself in. You don't have the solution. You don't have the answer. But you have allowed yourself to submit to these circumstances that may very well lead to your detriment, right? So you have to constantly battle what you know, what you want, what you believe, what you understand, what you feel, right? This is a battle between all of these things. And it's important for me to remind you that everything you want is not always for your highest good. You see, so there's that contrast again between the higher and the lower self. Once again, that's going to keep coming up. Even when you have a breakthrough or you elevate or an ascension or awakening or a realization or an epiphany, whatever it is you want to call it, even when you have that experience, there's still a component of you having to battle a lower level versus a higher level. You're never done growing. You're going to always be in a battle, at least in this realm, in this timeline, in this dimension, right? So now this goes back to now our lower selves, to the unseen. There's always going to be a component of the unknown. When you fully master certain things, it's over. You out of here. It's not a matter of you still being here. Why would that be? Right? We have to always study the Most High in ourselves and His intention for us in this timeline. I wanted to raise a question. I'm going to end this segment with that question, but I just wanted to say that so I won't forget. But I do have a question, and I'm going to raise it at the end of this 15 minutes. I am too learning to be patient within that battle, because sometimes the battle is not yours, sometimes it is, and you have to find your place in that fight. So that's what I'm saying. It goes back to knowing, being in tune. And that's the only way you can know your place in that battle, is if you check in with the Most High to find out what it is you need to be doing to be in alignment with His intentions for you. I mean, obviously, you're still here. You're still waking up every day. You still have life in your body. So there has to be a reason for that. I mean, if you're not interested in knowing, then that's something different. But if you want to know, that's where you come in. You have to seek that guidance. You have to trust the guidance. You have to know the difference between the higher and the lower self. It's not just about you. All of your choices and decisions affect everyone and everything connected to you. So you have to Really be careful with the decisions, even the things you think, because we are magnets. We are polarized already. We are living in a dual reality already. We are already functioning in polarity already. We are polarity. We are full of water. Thus leading to the possibility of being able to attract things that we may not want, or attracting things that we merely think, simply because we thought it. And we are that powerful, and we have no idea that we are that powerful. So this goes back to the fight, because this war is falling on many different scales. The physical battle, backaches, the aging process that you have no control over. How do you combat? Where do you find your place in that? The mental battle, the spiritual battle. And the spiritual battle can be broken down in many different sectors. That's a whole nother segment. Who you are, the identity crisis, the who you are sexually, the who you are socially, the who you are financially. That's just one piece of who you are, right? That's one piece of it. It's not just tangible. Some of the things that are most important are never tangible, besides the people and the things we love, our hobbies and things like that. But the things that keep life flowing and brewing and going is not tangible most of the time. I can promise you that. So, the verses, the war, the battle, the discourse, the understanding of the history and how it leads up to the now. I'm not talking about some show that's being streamed live for our entertainment. I mean, the verses in the unseen world, the fight, the battle within you, everything that's happening, that's having you challenge yourself in so many ways that you are simply left with no choice but to really, really figure it out. And when I say figure it out, I mean really seek yourself, go on that journey, really try to find out what it is you need to be doing. Tapping in. Your mind will lie to you and tell you things that will stunt your growth, will delay you, and have you question your intuition and your inner guidance. So yeah, of course, fasting and praying and getting good rest and eating right and drinking your water and minding your business. Of course, those things are helpful, but I mean, let's take it a step further. And I'm going to raise this question with that. By taking this a step further, I'm going to use this question to take this a step further. I'm not sick. What if you are the demon that had been cast down and God had sent you here? He gave his only begotten son to the world. He gave you to the world. And I'm just using that to kind of frame it, because I don't want the thinking to go, fuck it. Let the thinking go all over the place. Excuse that I just said that. I scratched that. Let's start this over. What if you are the demon that had been casted down from heaven to earth to bear your soul to the Most High and fix it, be broken down, to be built back up, to find the Most High, to later die and go back to where you belong? Is that possible? Is that a possibility? Hear me again. What if you are the demon that had been cast down and sent here and broken down and built back up and had everything wrong with your soul fixed in until you have learned self-mastery, until you are sent back home. Because what do they say? We return. From Allah we come, to Allah we return. So we came from there. What if he sent us here to really fix us in whatever ways, for whatever reason? What if you are that demon that had been cast down? It's just food for thought. It's just something that I thought of. Just my train of thinking. It doesn't have to be yours, right? This is just me raising a question, really just playing with this thing, because it's life. We don't know all the answers. No one has one solution that's going to fix every problem, right? So I'm going to end the segment with that. Look forward to these conversations getting deeper with more voices, more people, more visuals. That's coming very, very soon. Yeah, so I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday and you are gonna eat something good and praying, fasting, and drinking your water, minding your business. I hope you enjoyed your weekend, and I hope you enjoy your upcoming week. Peace.